Hello? Oh, there it goes. Let me make sure my inventory is all cleared up, and it's not.
What are we doing?
I have to deliver rare mushrooms. It's a late delivery is what it's called. Sure. How do I do that? Journal. Journal. Okay. Share. Um, a hidden harvest. Calling the swarm. Divine inquiries. An unsettled syndicate. Oh, hold on, maybe I clicked the wrong one. Yep, I probably clicked the wrong one. I also have like alchemist writ and stuff, but I'm not worried about those right now. Which one do you want to do first? Alright, we'll do the late delivery one real quick. You ready to head out? Alright. It is. I'm going the wrong way. This way.
By the three. I'm glad that this town sprung up around Tel Naga.
I'm still loading.
Well,
Study some interesting things.
Yeah. Nah, man.
Yes.
Okay.
The isolation of the island had made for many hours of uninterrupted study.
if only there
Tell
were
me about it. It's not terrible. It's just starting to get outdated, I think.
Vardenfell again. How terribly
Oh.
sorry, Master.
Wow, where am I?
Ah, another useful idiot approaches.
I went up in the elevator thingy.
I trust you're not here to waste my time. So Edrino finally came through. If you're lying. And that concludes my deliveries for
Yep.
today. What an exciting life I lead. Well,
I'm sorry. I'll grab this waypoint thing real quick.
How I long to see you smile.
What was it, Vidic City, I think? Yeah.
open for business.
Where at? Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
You can mix that. No, I got it again. Is it on sale? Yes. I didn't on sale. Stop. Yeah, I got up this morning and there's a lot of stuff in my wish list for sale. Ideally, you can't hear me. Ah.
Can you hear me now? Test, test, test. Sorry about that. I had my mic muted. Awesome. Yes, it's absolutely worth it. I didn't know it was on sale. I just bought 2 copies. One for each of my kids in the last 2 weeks. Just my luck. Ideally, you're going to want to purchase the Morrowind edition, because that will include Morrowind, and includes the base game. And thanks for the follow and the host, which I didn't catch that I was muted earlier. I was talking to you. My bad. Yes, it's very much like playing Skyrim or Oblivion. I would go so far as to say the game's even bigger. Oh, he healed.
Oh, I leveled up.
I appreciate that, Witch.
Okay. You said we're stopping at this cave here too?
Yeah.
Alright.
Might as well get the Sky Shard as we run by it.
Yep. We also have a mission here too.
I have not played Witcher 2, or Witcher 3, I mean. I've played Witcher 1 and 2. It's kind of similar. I would say it's more like Skyrim or Oblivion than it is like Witcher. Trying to remember. It's been a long time since I played Witcher. I want to say Witcher, I never liked the point of view of the playstyle. And I think that was a problem for me. The story was outstanding, though. I think the graphics are pretty good. It's better than most of the current MMOs that are out there, in my opinion. I mean, it's a little older. I mean, it came out in 2014. To be honest with you, when the game first came out, I had pre-ordered it. And when I first played it, I didn't care for it because it was action RPG. I was expecting more of like a traditional MMO experience, like World of Warcraft. And honestly, that was closed beta, and when the game came out, I never actually fired it up. And then I tried it out again about 2 weeks ago, and I've been playing it ever since. A few years ago, the action RPG element of an MMO did not appeal to me. But now I really like the combat mechanics, but at the time I did not. You coming?
Oh yeah, one sec. I had email seeing if it was the thing for this.
Yep.
That was not you.
My XP buff is dropping. 1 second.
Oh yeah. I totally didn't bring aggro.
I played Dark Age of Camelot for years, and it's by far my favorite MMO ever. I really love the class and the realm system. And I did not realize until 2 weeks ago that basically in-game PvP in this game is almost identical to Dark Age of Camelot. And so I'm really looking forward to getting in-game. Really enjoyed the realm versus realm PvP in Dark Age. I never played that one, Witch. Played a lot of MMOs. I don't know how I missed that one, but never played Tabula Rasa. My all-time favorite was Dark Age. Other than that, I've played, you know, Anarchy Online, I've played Arc Age, I've played WoW, I've played
Our mission's this way, I think. Oh, wait.
Vanguard, I've played Star Wars Galaxies, Star Wars The Old Republic.
We gotta go this way.
Yeah, that sounds like Earth and Beyond. It's a game that came out around 2000, I think, 2003, somewhere in that time frame. It was in beta. I got into the early beta, and the game was awesome. It was a sci-fi MMO, and it maybe lasted 6-8 months after it came out and died.
I'm gonna go kill this guy that's shooting arrows at us. Sorry, I had to come save your butt.
My experience, Scotty, getting bored with an MMO, it really boils down to the people you play with. I mean, that's just me. If you got a good guild, a good group of people that you play with regularly, you can spend years and years playing an MMO and not really get bored with it. It's just been my experience. Yeah, like Witch said. I could stop mashing escape on accident, I'd be alright.
Look. There's that thing. Oh, there's no chest, darn.
Yes, you can. I don't know that you would really want to. At least I wouldn't want to. I like being able to see what's going on around me. I know my oldest son yesterday, he was playing a tank while we were doing some dungeons, and he was running in first person. I personally would not. But to each his own, I guess.
Ooh. Is there a chest? Oh, nope. No chest.
So, Morrowind is an expansion, not a DLC, and there is in this game there is a difference. So, Morrowind comes with the base game and the Morrowind expansion. There are, I think, 3 DLCs, and Witch Doctor can correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't been playing the game but 2 weeks, but there's 3 DLCs. You can purchase them independently, or if you actually subscribe to the game, you get them as part of the subscription. So the subscription is, you know, like any other MMO, 15 a month. Or you can purchase the DLCs, and I don't know how much they are if you actually purchase them. I would assume like 20 bucks or something. I don't know.
There's a bandit letter here, Dad.
There's a what?
There's a letter right here.
Yeah, I think I already read that. The subscription, in my opinion, is well worth it. So the game is buy to play. So you buy a copy of the game, you can play the game. You do not have to buy the expansions or the DLC, you just won't have access to that content. And you don't have to pay a monthly fee to play the game.
Oh, look, big guy.
It's the game plus the expansion, but it does not include the DLCs. So I think there's a Dark Brotherhood DLC and a Thieves Guild and I can't remember. Clockwork City, I think, is a DLC. I'm not sure. But yes, Morrowind includes the base game, so you don't have to buy the original Elder Scrolls Online and Morrowind. You can just buy Morrowind and you're good. I'm having trouble talking and fighting at the same time. Not my strength. Sleeping.
Pooping.
So anyway, you can play for free. You don't have to actually pay a monthly fee. I would highly suggest it. There's a couple benefits for the monthly fee. You get an XP bonus and a gold bonus, like 10%. It's minuscule, not a big deal. The big one is the crafting bag. So with this subscription, not only do you get access to all the DLC content, but you also get the crafting bag, which is basically unlimited storage for all crafting materials, shared across all toons, which makes inventory management so much easier because as you're running around collecting crafting materials, none of it shows up in your inventory, so it doesn't count against your carry weight. It all goes into the crafting bag, which is a godsend.
There's a journal back here, Dad.
Yep.
Oh, oh, ow, 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 ow.
The unlimited is the monthly subscription, which is $15 a month, assuming you do month to month. That's the subscription benefit. You just aggro those big dudes.
Yeah, I was trying to see if there's a chest, but yeah, there wasn't. Oh well.
After we get out of the cave, I'm going to have to step away for a couple minutes.
Yeah, you always go poison the crop. Oh, there's a chest right here.
Alright, let's get out of here. And don't worry about the questions, Scotty. Ask as many as you want. Anytime.
I'm level 10 now.
I don't know. I'd have to look. I bought the digital collector's edition for Morrowind on Steam. Bought one of them yesterday, or no, day before yesterday, and I bought the other one a week ago.
You're going the wrong way.
Even with a mini map, I can't tell direction. I'd have to look. So there's an upgrade, and then there's the full version. I'll have to look. I bought the collector's edition, which was like $79. But I think the Morrowind retail is like $50 for the full version. The upgrade is less. So the upgrade assumes you already have the base game.
Okay. Go get some then.
Alright. Alright, I gotta take 5. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Sarah, a moment, please.
We'll pick back up here in just a second. Unfortunately, I drained the coffee, and so now Gimlet is making another pot. As soon as he gets back, we'll carry on.
In a clearing to the southeast, I had to be sure he could do it. I'd rather volunteers and
So it looks like... Am I muted still? No. No, that's...
You gotta join your stream so I can have it, like, see the chat too.
So yeah, it looks like it looks like you're right, 30 bucks. They're selling the Morrowind expansion and the Tamriel Unlimited. So Tamriel Unlimited would be the base game, I'm guessing? I don't know. That doesn't look right to me. But I assume this is what you're looking at here, which is 50% off, which is Morrowind for 20 bucks and then Tamriel Unlimited for 10. So yeah. First now I need to look and see what the collector's edition is. Man, really? Yeah, definitely. Apparently I should have waited to buy the game for my kids until today. I'd have saved 30 bucks per client.
Return the game and I can fix my account.
What's that? Did you get your email yet?
No, but I was saying we could just return the game and fix my account.
Well, that's an option too.
And you'd save money.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I could just not be dumb, but...
Yeah, you want to hear some stupid stuff. When you buy the game, the first time you go to log in, you have to register an account with Elder Scrolls Online. Make sure you enter the right email address, unlike some people I know.
Okay, it was 10:30 at night, and I forgot to put the T. I'm sorry.
And so now he can't validate his account. So, alright. Alright, we gotta head down the road. Turn this into the guy over here, and then we can head north. Yes, You gotta love them. And I'm out of blood pressure pills.
You are kind to check up on Hollinger. What? How could she? Skooma? Hollinger has huge appetites. Oh, 100 blessings.
I'd agree with that, Midnight. I've really enjoyed it. I mean, I've only been playing for 2 weeks, so, you know, I don't know all the intricacies of the game yet, and still learning the mechanics and the classes and all that good stuff, but I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed the dungeons, more so than the questing, although I do enjoy the questing, but I'm playing multiple characters, so I seem to be doing the same quests all over and over again, multiple times.
I prefer to
Gimlet,
Yeah.
mute the audio on the stream of mine that you're watching. Alright, then try to talk and see if you're generating an echo.
Hello?
Is the echo still there, Scotty?
I'll just close the stream, it's no big deal.
No, you should be good as long as you just mute the audio. Yeah.
Oh, well, the audio's been muted, so I don't know why it's causing an echo then.
Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. So they're hearing me through you since you're close to me and both of our mics are keyed up sometimes.
Hmm.
You look like the travelers. You should counsel it.
There. Does that sound any better? I muted you, so that wouldn't be echoing as much.
House Dunbari still keeps slaves?
How else do those lazy mages accomplish anything? But what about the pact?
Alright, cool. Thank you, Scotty.
Please, this one needs to get out of here. Those cultists, they're insane.
Alright, but keep your voice down. I'll be ready to leave soon enough. In the meantime, if anyone asks, I'll just give the ball to Choco.
What? Who? This one is just here to haul cargo.
That would be awesome, Scotty.
Really? You? This one has said everything.
There he is.
Alright.
Guess I could use my other receipt of giant tree. Yeah, there's another tree on the right hand side.
Okay, that's the guy we got to pickpocket. I don't want to do that. Let me see here.
Got the key.
Oh, you pickpocket it? Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Light. Veyes, the moron. Someone of no consequence.
All right, man. Take care, Scotty. Thanks for stopping in. Would you like me to show you how you can watch the chat, Gimlet, without being in the stream itself?
Sure.
Do a Google search for Chatty.
Huh?
Do a Google search for Chatty. Just do Twitch space Chatty.
Okay. Let me just leave this real quick then. You said Twitch Chatty?
Yep. Here. Here, I threw it in Discord for you. I'll be back in just a moment.
I found it. Alright.
We'll be back on stream in just a few more minutes.
God, that's insane. Can I close this other page then for chatting? Yeah, about help. Closing it.
Hey, alright. You gotta be careful when we're talking here because we're queuing up multiple mics at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So my idea of us gaming in separate rooms, everybody. No, it was not. Have to not be loud.
Yeah.
We all need to adjust our mic sensitivity. Mindset to pretty much I can make any noise except for talking. Yep. Alright.
Alright, I think we're back. And yes, I love coffee too. I couldn't survive without it. Gave my kid a quick tutorial on using Chatty, and so now he can join the chat without actually watching the stream. So we should be good now.
Alright.
Well, unfortunately, it still shows me to pickpocket the guy. There you go.
Where did it go? Someone help me!
Did you get caught getting pickpocketed, Dad?
Not now, Outman.
What was that, Gimlet?
Did you get caught pickpocketing?
Yeah, I pickpocketed him.
You find veil. Could be a love poem.
Alright. Did you get the quest from this guy yet?
I'm getting it now.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, this quest we're getting ready to do, we gotta follow these people, but you can't be seen.
Yeah.
They're gonna hand off this scroll, I think 3 different times or 2 different times. You just gotta follow the scroll.
Get this ready to trace. It's important. Just don't let House Record get their hands on it. If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck. Is this on straight?
Morning, Papa Vape. How you doing? Me and Gimlet are just waiting on Jack to finish playing Dark Souls, and then the 3 of us are gonna run some more dungeons.
Stay away from me, I'm warning you!
Oh man, I screwed that up. I started following the wrong dude. I cannot talk and play at the same time, apparently. There's another handoff.
They went up here, Dad.
No, they're over here.
What the heck?
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm not sure when my other one's going to be ready to play. If you joined us, that would mean we'd have one competent person in the group. So I'm playing a warden healer, and I suck. I'm getting better, but I still suck. My oldest is playing a Templar as a tank, and then my other son is playing Dragon Knight DPS, magic DPS.
You think I'm just going to tell you all right? Sure, Counselor.
I need to clear my inventory soon.
Alright. Well, here, let's go back to the portal, the way shrine, and we'll port back to the other town where all the crafting stuff is.
Okay.
And the bank. We should be on in one capacity or another all day, Papa. As far as I know, we don't have any plans other than gaming today.
Eating.
Eating's a given.
When do you think you'll be ready to play with us? Soon. Finish up, get this very quick. Half hour. That's what I was looking for. This guy's offering to join us.
So it looks like we'll be doing dungeons in probably about 45 minutes or so, if you're going to be available then.
Nothing to be concerned. I could give you this.
If your friend wants to hop on, we can go take him somewhere else and get him to level 10. We can grind him to 10 doing just random mobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was saying that if your friend wants to start playing, he can roll a tune and we can take him to some random location and just grind mobs till he's 10. Or he can run the story until he's 10 and then ping us. And whichever works. gotta swap tunes for a minute.
Okay.
I think we're game for just about anything. My oldest is playing with a friend of his right now, and probably be another half hour to 45 minutes before he's ready to play. But Alec here sounds like fun. I don't know that I guess I did Dolmens the other day for a little bit. One of my tunes.
It's literally fucking poo. You're still fucking poo. Okay. Trying. Keep up with the walls. Sound like that? I didn't have these issues last time. Fuck this guy.
Will do, Witch. Log in. Good.
What can I do for you?
I've got some more provisioning stuff if you want it, Dad.
Alright. Give me just a minute.
Okay.
Three different tunes crafting different things is getting confusing. so. Oh, he's got 14 minutes left.
Shows up like 5 years later with one character with all 99 stats. Like, I don't even use source skills anymore. Use it.
Do this. Like, so he's doing weapons. Right? Yeah, weapons. Okay, that'll clear up my inventory some.
That was good. I should have known. I didn't have any stamina to walk with.
Okay, so he's already got that. That's why.
Large gigantic build. Yeah, then you run around with a little shop. So yeah, in Elder Scrolls Online, there's like 3 classes, or not 3, there's 5 classes. Why is he not? Yeah, exactly.
Alright, logging back in with my other guy.
Okay. I'm checking my balance real quick since I forgot the point.
I had to clean out my bank a little bit. Didn't have room to store crap. Alright. What am I looking for?
What's the item you use for that?
Oh, don't mind the big
I only have 3 left. So, yeah, like it's barely 3 start with it. I'm gonna have to do a block back.
Alright.
Ow, ow, I'm about to type in. Oh, that was dumb.
I'm gonna port back to Balmora.
Alright.
I'll be there whenever you're ready. Ooh, talking about a lag spike.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been trying to get it so that way it don't get too close, but it's very 2 arm or 2 weapon slots and ability slots.
What's up, Jason?
So you can have like a sword and shield in 1 slot, and their abilities that you have set up for that. Or you
You ready?
can have a 2-handed weapon in the other slot, and switch between them whenever you want, just by pressing a button. Yeah, I'm playing with the tanky DPS thing.
Yeah, we'll come over to this cave over here.
Either or.
Yeah, I was just making the leader of the group.
Why are
Okay.
you a girl?
My dad's
Because
thing.
You're the whiter girl.
I'm a girl because Patrick wouldn't play with me if I was a guy.
Girl?
Yeah.
Girl guy, right?
It's the Templars. I'm playing as Templar. Templars pretty good. They have a bunch of healing rules and whatnot.
That was pretty dirty, Patrick.
What?
I was standing in front of that getting ready to click it and you ran over and snagged it.
Should have clicked it quicker. Yeah, you had this empty barrel.
It's sad when your children are better loot whores than you are. Ah, I clicked on the door. Hold on, I accidentally clicked on the door instead of the barrel. I'm leaving the cave because I clicked on the door instead of the barrel that was beside it.
Dad,
Yes.
you know Patrick already clicked the
Go
barrel.
ahead.
I know.
You mean the one inside?
Yep.
There's
That's
empty
ridiculous,
bag. There's empty bag.
No.
There's a piece of paper over here.
I almost did what you did. It's messed up that you left and then came back into the cave before I even got into the cave the first time.
Did you get that paper?
Yeah.
Dude, that guy having scary contest.
I'm waiting on him to get back.
Would you get done with your phone, stab him?
It's on sale right now, by the way, for like $30 less than what I paid for it the other day.
I think it's, I don't know what,
You can get the Morrowind and the original game for $30 now.
yeah, we still have to get. I don't know, they're grossly,
We have the purple cooler down.
like balding birds.
Oh,
Those things that we call birds.
what is that thing?
One second, let me switch something around.
Okay.
I got an ability where I can like, go invisible or whatever.
Yep.
And I put it right in the middle of my hot bar.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I go to hit an attack button, it's like a hit. Right, look at that one.
It takes a while to.
You coming there?
You have to pick a server. Don't you have to pick a server or area or something, Dad?
He has to pick an alliance. The server, everybody plays on the same server for North America.
Make a character from a race from the Ebon Heart. It's one of the unless you know the doesn't matter.
And the Ebon Heart only matters if he wants to PvP with you versus against you.
Well, yeah. Picking the line sometimes you want PvP.
I'm Buger.
Oh, there's another warning right there.
Yep. All right. Really, he's under the floor? Oh well, leave him there. I can't hit him. I'm leaving.
I keep forgetting that Dark Souls didn't just shut down. You have to like go to start screen and then do all that. The first game didn't do that.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Jason. Bye. Wait, I got something here.
No, I'm lost. I'm having problems reading the map apparently today. Aren't we supposed to be going north? Yeah, you gotta. I'm turned around. We're going this way.
I don't even see that there.
Alright, now I'm ready.
You ready? All right. Let me let us finish this cave and we'll swap tunes.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go down and get coffee too.
Yep.
No. Yeah, so Andrew was saying he's been thinking about getting ESO for a while now. He's been waiting for it to go on sale. So he thought ahead before you even thought about it. And I told him we were looking for a DPS mainly.
Yep.
And he was like, "That's great. What kind of DPS do you need?" Because he prefers playing DPS.
Right.
Or well, I don't say that. In Overwatch, he prefers playing a support character. So he plays one that ups your run speed and does healing, and can do DPS. But that's not the intention of the character, what his abilities do.
I'm muted.
Well, I wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
So you want me to unmute him? Okay. What? No. Yeah, I hear him over mine. I hear him through my headset. Yeah. If I mute him.
None. I guess I... What? None. Why do you even...
went to bed last night and he continued to play.
Yeah.
Alright. Talk to this guy.
Oh, yeah, I'm in your game. I forgot about that.
Do what?
I walked up behind you to look what you're doing and looked down in the corner and saw my arm behind your head.
Yep.
They will punish.
Alright. I'm going.
I only kicked the chair a little bit.
Alright.
No butt jokes on stream.
Alright, we're going to take a brief break and then we will resume.
Coffee break.
By the way, coffee's done.
Good.
Of course, my login failed. I need to do a bunch of researches.
Come, do your trading here.
I could give you a song.
Well, hello, gentlemen. Hey, that's my line. So I heard you two might be interested in joining the guild with your dad. Good stuff, good stuff. Y'all enjoying it so far? Hey, hey. Fantastic. And I was notified. Here, let me mute the stream. I can hear myself talking on it. It's a little, a little weird. But I was told by Plague that any exceptions, because family and stuff like that, all exceptions would be granted for both of them. For the whole age thing, it's no big deal at all. Oh no, don't worry about it. I mean, we'd be more than happy to have them, as long as they're willing to put up with us. Well, I'd say about 65% of us are old, crusty, disgruntled veterans and stuff like that. Our humor might be a little off. I believe you can. You just have to go to settings, keybinds, and then you add a keybind. Yeah, it's got a push to mute in there, so you can set it to whatever key you want.
Alright, now to see if it works. I have OBS Studio set up with a push to mute button. Perfect. Now when I mute in one, I'm muted in both.
There you go.
I try to mute before, like, I take my headset off, or I take a drag on my e-cigarette, or I, try to minimize the background noise as much as possible.
Well, I'll try and keep it quiet. I'm on push to talk, but I can't guarantee you won't hear some dogs barking randomly.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
You say that till you hear these damn dogs.
Well, I use push to talk like if I'm in one of the guild channels, but if I'm streaming, I don't because it's just too much. You know, I'll start talking and people won't hear me because I'll forget to mash the button.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and port to one of the Dolmen Way shrines.
Yep. When you
So
get there,
whenever
I'll port to you.
Sounds good. And we can set up a group so we can share XP and all that.
Yep.
Now, oftentimes, people run these dolmens a lot.
Yeah.
So if that happens, we'll have to get in rotation with a group.
Yep.
But right now, I'm not really seeing many people running it.
Yeah, I went out there the other night. Boogerman or whatever his name is was running that with like 24 other people, and so I ended up jumping in on that for about an hour.
So on this application, it says you need the @name and ESO. That would just be my user ID, right?
Yeah, it's your user ID.
Yes. It does look like there's a group, so I'm going to try and get ahead of the rotation so that we can catch them on the next one.
All right.
But you can go ahead and port to me.
Yep, I did. Let me invite you to the group that we got going, and then we can go from there. Here, I'm gonna make you leader, just so it's easier for us to keep track of where you're going.
Okay.
Easier.
You may have to port to me again because I'm at a different way shrine.
Yep.
In fact, once you all get to where I am, I'm going to go ahead and port to the next one. We're not going to take this dolmen.
Right.
That way we can get all three of the way shrine.
Yep. All right, guys. You guys port to me, and once you're here, then we'll bounce.
Alright, looks like we're all here. I'll go ahead and port to the next one. You can port to me.
Alright.
And when we get the way shrines down, then we can go ahead and start tackling these dolmens.
Yep.
Power level time. Alright, you can go ahead and port to me. We can actually hit this dolmen, but for those who don't know, the most important thing to hit is going to be the final boss.
Yep.
Make sure you get a hit on him so you can get the chest.
You will now be a gift to my most faithful pet, Mentina.
That's the final boss right there.
The plan is in place. You are but an inconvenience.
Then loot the chest. And then you mount up and run.
Dad,
What?
are you the king?
No, I'm not the king.
The king's up there with the blue help.
Yep. Yep, that's the king.
When are you going to be the king?
I don't know.
All this stuff look like bigots.
If you want to, you can go ahead and port to me for the third way shrine.
Yep.
This what?
Let's see how long it takes to fill up my inventory.
Wretched things, mortals. May a storm wash you into cold harbor.
We might have to switch to another area for dolmen running. This looks like it might be a little too populated.
Right.
May your soul burn.
Just make sure you guys have your XP buff going too.
Next one should be the north, Aswala Stables.
Yep. How you doing over there, Patrick, with the loading? How are you doing with the load screens?
I'm a little behind you guys, but not too bad.
How cheap do you
16,000.
That's a lot.
Yep.
Looks like one of you leveled up already. Well, we do this for a few minutes. You know, all of you all should level up pretty quick.
Yep.
haven't done dolmen running in ages. Let me know when we need to make a inventory drop.
All right. Thanks for hosting me, by the way. That was pretty awesome.
No problem. I don't have a lot of people who follow me on Twitch, but, you know, I figured even if 1 or 2 watches it.
Yep. Yeah, I've only been streaming for about maybe 2 months. Not very entertaining, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Yep.
A little too dry for most people.
Yep.
Prey is distracted. The predator prepared to strike.
I'm not good at talking unless somebody's actually talking to me. And most of the time, if I'm streaming, I'm by myself, so you know, it's basically me sitting there playing a game.
Oh, looks like 2 of you have leveled up already.
Yeah, I hit 20 a minute ago, I think. Sometime, anyway.
I know this isn't the most exciting way to level, but it's pretty quick, and you get enough people doing it, you can run through these very, very rapidly.
Yep.
Kind of like we are now.
Wretches. All my servants are wretches. Perhaps these will do the job. These mortals are strong, but not strong enough.
Later on, if y'all want to do something more exciting for the stream, we can run dungeon content, stuff like that.
That works for me.
I'd say once everyone hits at least 20, you want to go ahead and switch over to some dungeons.
Sure.
Fantastic. Awesome.
I don't know if you were paying attention to my stream earlier when I was talking about it, but I originally pre-ordered the game before it came out. And then I got into the pre-release beta and played it for, I don't know, a day or two and didn't like it. And so when it actually came out, I never actually played it until 2 weeks ago.
Yep. I did the closed beta for this too, and I mean, I probably played for a year and a half, and then it's just there was too much of a dearth of content. There just wasn't enough.
Right.
Came back to it about 7 months ago. Found this guild, and well, I mean, there's a whole lot more to do, and a lot more enjoyable, and good people to play with. So I call that a win.
Yep. At the time, I was doing a lot of multi-boxing and was looking for a new game to multi-box. And this really doesn't fit the bill for multi-boxing. Which is probably more or less why I didn't like it at the time. But well, yeah. That's what I've always done. I can't change now.
Hey, if it works for you. I don't have the, I don't think I have neither the patience nor the coordination to do multi-boxing.
Yeah, it requires a lot of patience depending on the game and what you're doing, but I use a program called IS Boxer, which makes it much easier than if you did it manually. But without an auto follow and with action combat versus tab targeting type combat, really hard to multi-box a game like this.
Oh yeah. I will say this, I'm really impressed with the combat system in this game. It's a lot of fun, and it actually requires, you know, you to really pay attention when you're doing vet content.
Yep. It requires you to pay a lot of attention when you suck too.
Yeah.
I mean, like when you're starting out and you don't have good gear or whatever, and if you're in that red ring, you're dead. A lot of times. And I'm sure once you have better gear, it's not as big of a deal, but at least in normal content.
10 anchors drop for each that is destroyed.
Another skill point.
You know, with as many anchors and stuff that gets destroyed in this game, you'd think that they'd run out of Daedra to send at you.
You would think so.
The first time I played Oblivion, God, I didn't know what I was doing. I just stumbled across some town, I guess, or city, and you ended up going to Oblivion. And I got to that point, I was like, alright, I'm done, I don't know what to do. And I can't do it. Just stop playing the game. So I didn't play anything until Skyrim came out.
I spent an enormous amount of time playing Oblivion.
I know you did. I watched you play it ever.
Skyrim I didn't get into as much, but Oblivion I played for a long time.
I'm maybe dating myself a little bit here, but what got me in Elder Scrolls was Daggerfall and Arena.
I never played it. Somebody was telling me about that the other day when I was streaming. I guess they released an update for it or something, or an enhanced version, or an HD or something like that. I forget.
Really?
Yeah, remaster is what somebody was telling me. They released a remaster for it.
Oh God, I did need to know that. I've got enough active games I play right now as it is.
I can't remember if they said that there was a remaster out or they were working on a remaster. But the guy was telling me I needed to check it out.
I'll tell you this, they're much different than what you're used to with Elder Scrolls. Of course, it's much older games.
Right.
But man, there's certainly not a lack of things to do.
My first Elder Scrolls was Morrowind. And then I played Oblivion and Skyrim a little bit, not too much.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I had it for Xbox and then basically got rid of it for the PC version, just for the modding.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one pitfall of modding.
Yep.
I always make sure that I always get like compilers to be able to put them all in one master mod and get rid of incompatibilities. It just sucks when everything updates because then you have to go in and
Yep.
redo all that. It's a pain, but it's worth it.
Wretched mortals. World.
Man, that Molag Bog guy's not very friendly. Anyone ever teach him some manners? You're not wrong.
Hey, Patrick. Can you look behind you and see if Jason is in the TV room? Okay. Okay.
Puny mortals. You think you've won? Come, my slaves. Destroy them.
Yeah, the idea to keep people playing is to force you to basically keep upgrading the horse, or they're kind of junk if you don't.
I don't mind wanting to upgrade stuff. Okay, cool, that adds more stuff to the game. But at least make it so that the base that you start with is better than whatever you're trying to improve. So yeah, let's give them a knock that's just about the same speed as your sprinting speed.
I'm right there with you on that.
Yep.
Tell you what, though, you fully spec out the horse for speed, man. They are pretty quick, especially pop rapids.
Some of these are way out of easy. Let's just have one of them. Let's run right beside them the whole time. Over to that.
Yeah, we should, I know we said switch to dungeons at 20, but probably need to wait till the wife gets back home so that I don't have to watch the little one.
Okay.
I'd hate for everybody to wipe out in a dungeon because the healer was distracted.
Yeah, we're not.
Nah, normal dungeons will be fine. I can always put a couple heals on.
Well,
my son. I summon you from the skies. When you destroy the next, this one will have returned.
good, you can give it to me. Yesterday we were doing dungeons and all I got was heavy armor.
Most of what I got yesterday.
I tell you, the one thing I really haven't figured out in this game is the auction house. That is convoluted.
Yeah. This game doesn't really have an auction house per se. You have to join either a trading guild that has a trader, or you can use your guild banker and sell to guild mates.
Right.
That's about it.
Well, you can buy from any guild. You just have to find their merchant, is what I understand.
And what I would recommend, well, not every guild's going to have a merchant because
Right.
it's pretty expensive to keep one up.
Right.
Not real currency expensive, but in-game.
Right.
What I would recommend is if you do find a good trading guild, make sure you get Tamriel Trade Center as an add-on and Master Merchant.
Yeah, I've got Master Merchant already. I hadn't heard of the Tamriel one.
Yeah, Tamriel Trade Center is an aggregate that basically looks at all trade, all guild traders, while Master Merchant primarily just looks at ones that you are involved with.
Right.
Now you face my chosen
Now I was looking for, trying to find some training armor yesterday for the three of us, and that's a pain.
Well, you can always put a request in on the website, and the armorers can do it for you.
Well, yeah, but I was trying to find it for people that weren't in the guild, and I didn't want to ask for stuff for them. Yeah, I haven't seen the chest on any of these runs. You just walk around until E pops up on the screen. How close are you to leveling? How close are you to leveling, Patrick?
You've only destroyed my whelps. These minions will not be so easily defeated. Like all worldly things, you will in time wear the new stuff.
I wouldn't suggest trying to solo these until you get good gear and level up and stuff. But it's kind of funny when you do big dolmen runs. Sometimes you see little level 10 or something get overzealous and boom, they're dead. In fact, that just happened. Yep, that's why when you do big dolmen runs with a lot of people, a bow with AoE attacks is certainly clutch. You just kind of run around in a circle and spam attack and spam your AoEs. Cheesy, I know, but
I try to tag every mob that I can.
oh yeah.
I give you one chance to surrender. Surrender to your death. I don't want revenge. I want your submission.
Your inventory full yet, Patrick?
If we need to do an inventory dump, that's no problem. We'll just hop back in the rotation.
Yep. Let's see here.
I'll port to the city here if you don't have it, and then you can port to me.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Actually, I do have the city.
Which one you going to, Sentinel?
The one northwest.
Yep.
I didn't look. I just clicked on the way shrine and. Alright. I don't know.
Now that's no good. Alright, you just gotta try harder.
What you
What you do is you get the coffee, you let it
it sit for about 20 minutes, cools off, and then you're fine.
Where are the stations?
Prosperity fine.
You looking to decon it or sell it?
Wait, weren't we here earlier? Yeah, I need to actually look what I have in my own.
Stop, Jason, leave me alone. Back up, kid.
Looks like most of it I just want to throw in the bank for research. Bank. I've still got plenty of inventory space because I went and bought a bunch of it with crowns.
Yeah.
Well, I had 9,000. I figured I'd make sure I have enough space to carry all the random crap I want to carry.
How are you all sitting on, soul gems?
I got 25 filled and 8 unfilled.
I have 31 filled and 4 empty.
Well, if anyone needs any, let me know. I've got 2.5 stacks on me.
How much is a stack now? I haven't had a stack of those.
200.
Yeah, it looks like all the armor I picked up was cloth or medium armor. I had a lot of necklaces and rings. Did that happen?
Oh, from the dolmens.
They all suck.
What you doing, Jason?
Nothing.
That sounds like a very guilty nothing.
Yeah, it did.
Garrett.
Nothing. I'm not doing anything, I swear.
Come on now, we all remember what it's like at that age. You're always into something.
Greetings to the
I don't even know how old he is.
6.
He's 6?
I knew he's somewhere around 5. I just keep telling him telling people he's 5 just convenience.
Well, I mean, I knew he was younger than 7 and older than 3, so that was close.
Oh, I got a trigger one.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
I have a bunch of them.
Are they worth doing?
What?
Treasure maps.
I have like a ton of them in the background.
Crap. Don't jump off the bridge.
Did you die?
Yes, I did.
Suicide.
Don't do it. There's better answers than that.
Get out of there.
Prostitutes for a reason.
Alright, let me go ahead and scout ahead and figure out what dolmen they're on right now. If you go to your map, it's going to be basically all the way to the east. You should see a little anvil symbol. And that's got the clothing, woodworking, and blacksmither. Most welcome.
Yep.
Yeah, that's his Steam name. It's okay. Him and a couple of his other friends that he plays games with thought it'd be a great idea when they started playing PUBG to change all their gamer names to Party. How many there were because they all looked the same. So they think they might kill one and they show up again like, what? That's actually kind of smart. Yeah, they did that and they tried to convince me to do it and I was like, no, thank you.
When I was playing Warhammer with some people I work with, they ended up doing a group with a goblin named Stewie, and everybody else played an elf female named Girl 1, 2, 3, and 4.
If they were a goblin, they should have made them sticks.
Man, I miss Warhammer Fantasy Battle. That Age of Sigmar crap, God.
I admire your tenacity, mortals.
They're getting ready to move now to the next one. Hold on just a second. You can report to me.
Yeah, I'm already at the next one. Just picking flowers.
Friggin' rocks. Speaking of that, is there a way to tag a player visually so you can pick them out of the crowd?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I have to look.
I was just curious. I know at other MMOs you could put like an icon above a certain party member's head or whatever that's different than the others. Might have been Star Wars, maybe? Yeah, I think it was Star Wars. When we were running dungeons yesterday, I could never find the tank in the crowd to healing. Yeah, Yep. Well, it was not necessarily that. It was I either couldn't find you, or the random person with us was nowhere in sight, and they were, 25% health, and I couldn't figure out where they were to throw them a heal.
That one guy really irritated me, where he just kept running ahead. Dude, I'm the tank. Just wait a second so I can pick up my loot and then go.
I can say I'm probably guilty of that from time to time. Yeah. I can be guilty of that sometimes.
I think we all
like
can.
if I... Well, typically it's too much beer and Slayer. Makes me a little extra motivated. Or as my friend here just notified me, is that's not possible. There's no such thing as too much beer and Slayer.
What are you doing with my hair, boy?
But I only do stuff like that if it's like one of the easier normal dungeons.
At 12 with limited abilities and you don't know what you're doing, I think they're all pretty much hard.
Yeah, that's a piece of furniture.
He was just poking my hair a second ago. Very distracting.
And that's the most important hand of all.
Your pathetic attempts to save this world amuse me.
So I used to go and a lot of times my computer screen okay without my glasses, right?
Your strength
Now
will
I've got
be
to the point
rewarded.
where
One
even
day.
without my glasses on, I can't read any text. Go poke Dad, he likes it. He's on stream, so it'll be funny for the stream.
Buzz off. Stop it. Jason. Stop it.
No 6-year-old I've ever known ever turned down an opportunity to annoy someone.
Exactly. Especially when you have teenage kids saying, hey, this would be funny, go do this.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in my mid-30s and I take every opportunity to annoy people too.
Yep.
Exactly. One thing you never get out, you know, grow out of.
Jason, you need to get whatever you're taking with you and sleep. Sure you are, because it's going to be raining really hard here soon, and we're all in Fort Rains.
Nothing you can do will end this.
Bye-bye, Jason. Bye-bye. Yep. 20. Yep.
Earlier I went and actually went to my skills, and one of my class skills is at like 25. I was like, awesome, I'm going 25. And then I opened it up again and said I'm still 19 on it.
You want to head to a dungeon after this dolmen?
Works for me.
Yeah, we want to. Yep.
And also, before we do a dungeon, let me pick up the pledges. And we'll run some randoms and stuff like that.
What are pledges?
Pledges, when you reach level 45 and you start the Undaunted quest line, you get these pledges where there are specific dungeons every day, and if you complete those specific dungeons, you get a box with goodies and some keys, and those keys go to unlock chests that are used for monster gear sets. So when you complete dungeons on Veteran, you get a monster helmet, and to get the shoulders to go with it, because it's a two-piece set, those the shoulders are gained through unlocking those chests.
Okay.
I hope that was clear. I was a little distracted. I had a dog licking me.
That's all right.
I don't know what's worse, playing a game with a dog trying to lick you, or a cat climbing on your arms.
Oh, definitely the cat. Cats are assholes.
Well,
You're not
this
wrong.
one specifically because he likes to stick his butt in your face.
Oh, of course.
Dad over there has quite a bit of experience with that.
I don't understand what it is about cats and the fascination of showing you their butthole. But they do.
Yes, they do.
My cat at home likes to, right when I'm in the middle of a game, like always the worst possible time. She just wants to lay right on my chest and stare at me. I'm like, I kind of need to see what I'm doing here.
And the worst part is they're staring at you like that. You're not certain if they're like, hey, you're my friend and I like you, or if they're plotting to murder you.
No, so my cat, she will, if I don't pay attention to her, she'll first either rub against my face, or she won't bite me, but she'll like gnaw on my hand. I'm like, no, just stop. We got three cats and a dog at the house, so cats tend to drive me nuts.
Yeah, I think I've got 4 cats and 4 dogs in the house right now. Or, yeah, 4 cats and 4 dogs in the house right now. They are annoying, but, you know, wouldn't trade them for anything.
We had a beagle.
Well,
Beagle something mix. I don't know what it was. He was a good dog. He just never shut up.
Oh yeah, that's a beagle.
He had too much energy. I think we took him to a farm. That's where he's living now. So he runs around.
Well, one of my 2 dogs. She is a beagle and corgi mix,
Yeah.
but she's about 5 or 6, and so she's usually pretty quiet. I mean, she'll bark and stuff like that, but she's not real active or hyper. That's probably the corgi in her.
So I've been trying to use mainly one-handed swords, and I haven't got one that has any research that I can do on it. And then I got one that I was using,
find you.
and I just now got another sword that I'm using, so I can finally research the one thing I have on.
Just wait until you start getting all the stuff researched. When you start researching the 8th trait, it can take like 26 freaking days.
Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff from the bank to research, but it takes forever. It's been taking weeks just to get through all this crap. And of course, none of it is the stuff I actually want to research. It's all just random stuff.
Well, for some of the better craftable sets, they require you to know a certain amount of traits.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And if you ever do a stamina DPS build, one of those craftables is Hunting's Rage, and I think you have to know 6, 6 traits? And that's like 6 traits on each individual piece of armor and weapon and all that. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break.
Yep.
Where do you go to destroy rings and necklaces and stuff?
Rings and necklaces, you just sell them.
Oh, you do?
Yep. You can destroy them. Right-click destroy.
You don't get anything out of it, do you?
Not as far as I know.
I have like a ton of them. I've been holding on to them, hoping I can destroy them and get materials off them. But if I can't do anything with them, I might as well just sell them.
Yeah, as far as I know, there's no like deconstruction of those.
hello there.
We'll need a stout back. We'll need a stout back.
I gotta take a bio break. I'll be back in a minute.
Alrighty. Oh, and when you two put in your app on our website, let me know, and I'll try and get a recruiter to go ahead and talk, have on standby to talk to you, so you don't have to wait. Okay, I'm gonna run to another city real quick, to pick up my pledges, and then I'll be good to go, ready whenever y'all want to do dungeons.
Downside of muting is sometimes you forget to unmute when you sit back down. Thank you, thank you.
If you have any questions about a build or anything, just let me know. I'll help you out best I can.
I've mostly been looking at builds from 3 different websites, trying to kind of figure out what I want to do and merging 3 different setups, I guess, would be the best way to describe it.
Oh boy, all the pledges are interesting. If we get any of those dungeons, it'll be a little difficult for you guys if you've never done them before. Lot of interesting mechanics. Got White Gold Tower, Blackheart Haven, and Elden Hollow. Now, if we do dungeons and you all die a lot, stuff like that, don't get frustrated. It's when you're around level 20 stuff, that's probably going to happen a lot. Also, don't waste your soul gems, because I've got a whole bunch. Just let me res you. I'll do the best I can as far as let you know about mechanics, because different bosses have different kinds of mechanics and stuff like that. But I can't remember all of them, so just be patient with me. I'll try and walk you through them the best I can.
I'm ready to queue whenever you guys are.
All right.
I made the buttons for switching between my sets with the hot bars or whatever. The buttons on my mouse so it's easier to switch them. Benefits of having games.
So we're going to do a random normal. Can't guarantee it's going to be an easy one.
Right.
But we should be all right. So when everyone's ready, just let me know.
I'm good.
Should get a notification pop up that says F for ready.
Yep.
And we got a super easy one. Awesome. Whoa, you did Imperial City Prison already?
I don't know if you're...
I just came from playing Dark Souls, so all these barrels I have the urge to just roll into and break. Knowing I can't do that.
All right, y'all ready?
Yep.
This guy down here is the first mini boss. He's not too difficult. He does a side angled attack. That's about it. Nah, no chest. Alright, before we go after the boss, let's hit the left side here and hit these mobs. Otherwise, you have to deal with them and the boss. And that is no fun. Alright, one thing to note about this guy, you can't really aggro him as the tank, so just keep that in mind.
Have you come to meddle as well? Could always use more corpses.
Not too bad, right?
Nope.
You got here just in time. You got here just in. You have me.
Alright, so there's a mini boss this way that we can tackle first, and then we can handle that boss.
Alright.
First those nobles and now you cretins? You don't belong here. Come to me, my minion. Come to me, my minion.
Take care of these trash mobs. A little more XP. I've never seen one spawn.
I think that guy's bugged. Oh,
That was kind of special. Never seen one of the rats get stuck up there before. If I ever get too far ahead of you guys or something like that, let me know.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, he does that. Well, that battle went a lot better than I thought it would. Now on Wayrest 2, the guy that's right there, he's a lot harder. He basically spits fire everywhere. Nice.
Yeah, I always get the best crap off of the worst bombs.
So this guy has a cone attack and a teleport, so when he does the cone attack and the AoE, make sure you try and stay out of it. It's pretty damaging. Yeah, that one.
You must be the ones who helped. She must be.
The barrels and chest there.
Let's move.
Yep. There's another spot later on at the end bosses that you can fish too.
It's much easier if you add the, I think it's called Fishing Buddy or Volton's Fishing or whatever, the mod. It tells you when you're actually caught something, because otherwise I can't tell. Yeah, I apparently can't see well enough to know that there's a bobber. I've never seen one.
The easiest way, look at the tip of your pole. Your tip of your fishing poles start moving around, and then that's when you hit E. If I'm fishing. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I saw that.
have to change your title to the Rat Slayer. An ROUS per se. There's not a lot in this this dungeon.
Sorry about that. Got lazy there. Nobody was taking damage for so long I didn't even stop paying attention to the health bars.
Get anything good?
Hey, I found a chest. Back here. Just got it.
Those are usually just lowest level white ones. They're not worth anything.
Yep.
You can decom them. Yep. And here's the boss. Biggest thing about her is she'll disappear and spawn a bunch of bat things. Once you kill them, she'll reappear. She also kind of does this little stealth maneuver. She's pretty easy to aggro for the tank, but she can do some nasty damage if you're not prepared.
I do that all the time.
Alright, give me a second. I just got some champion points I'm going to allocate.
Yep.
Alright. Good to go.
I didn't see any.
I'll be honest, and as many times as I've done this dungeon, I've never found a chest in this part.
They had one the other day.
Master Pellinger, our investigation. Pellinger's a request. But the way rest took a blade to the.
There was one in the boat. Right in here. Not this time. The 2 days ago, I was running with Papa Vape and his wife. Kim, I think her name is.
Who's Papa Vape?
Oh, it starts with a D in the guild. Hold on, let me find it. Durian or something like that? Hold on. Nordburn is his wife.
Oh, so that's Furion.
Furion, there you go.
Yeah! Furion's good people, I like him. And Nordborn. They're definitely good assets to the guild.
Heavy sack over here. In this boat. Alright. Alright, we ready?
Do we need to do a inventory dump?
Yeah, probably.
I'll be right back. I actually got something I need to research.
Yep. I'll take the restore staff. And the pants I got as well on that run, so I don't need those.
Swords aloft, warrior.
I'm heading towards the crafting dudes so I can disassemble stuff. I would throw it in the bank, but my bank's getting full.
Tell me about
No, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can't you see I'm busy?
You've come to put hammer down. You've come to put hammer to anvil.
Garrett, would you like these? Crap, where did they go? What? Maybe I can't trade them. Seriously? No, I didn't. But yeah, it's bound. Huh. Weird.
What's the issue?
Oh, I was going to trade a piece of armor to him, and apparently it's already bound to me.
Dungeon gear, when you pick it up, you can trade it with the people you did the dungeon with. Unless you equip it, then it becomes bound to you.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd equipped it, but maybe I did.
Put the gauntlets and the shoulders in the chat too, in case you want those. They're better.
I'm ready whatever you guys are. Ugh. I think we're going to do one more run, and then I think we're going to break for lunch. Getting hungry.
I hate it when that happens.
Alright, sounds like we're all ready.
Alright, I'll go ahead and queue up another dungeon. I'm not gonna lie, I love Spindle Clutch. These, for some reason, 1 and 2 just seem to go by really fast.
This was the dungeon where I had my one moment of glory. I couldn't keep the party alive, but I managed to stay alive and kill the mob. And couldn't believe I did it. That was the best part.
There's many spiders and stuff that's in this game. I'd hate to be an arachnophobe.
No kidding.
That would make for a funny stream.
If you find an area with a lot of snakes, you let me know. I'll casually go there and invite the wife up.
Well, I'd know of just the place.
Of course, when she realizes my cam is on, she won't even walk behind my desk.
Y'all picked up the quest, right?
I've already,
or did y'all do
done
this
it.
one? Fantastic.
I tell you what, queuing for these things is much easier when you have a tank and a healer in your group already.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody wants to be DPS, but, you know, tank and healer's not glamorous.
Yeah. I don't know. I prefer playing DPS myself. I don't generally play a support role, but since the three of us were playing together, I figured I'd do a healer since they tend to be hard to find.
Yeah, DPS is where all the action is.
Yep. Not only the fun stuff, but if you aren't putting out maximum DPS, 9 times out of 10 people aren't going to notice and aren't going to care. But if you miss a heal or you lose aggro, people tend to get irritated. That's the problem with playing a healer or a tank.
Well, I just bought a new keyboard, and it like you breathe on it, it activates. So the key actuation is not what I'm used to. I'm regularly screwing up stuff.
It's a Tartarus chroma. It's a Tartarus Chroma from Razer. It's a left-handed controller.
I forgot to check for chests back there.
I wonder if we'll ever see the commander.
We'll get through this.
No, it doesn't look like one. Man. Today's not a good day for chests, I guess.
No, that's the best part of dungeons, is the whole party gets to loot the chest. Did not realize how hungry I was until I noticed it was after lunchtime. Now I'm suddenly starving. Rats.
Let them see her wisdom.
It's really annoying that the NPCs yell for a healer, but, you know, when a player is low on health, you can't get an audible? Come on.
It would be nice. I'm sure someone will make an add-on eventually where, like, their name flashes or something when they need a heal.
You know, I might have to look that up. There may already be an add-on specific for healers. Most games have them that support add-ons anyway. Oop, wrong one.
Chest! Yeah, I didn't even notice. My bad.
So is there more than one chest?
Food ran out. Yeah, after smoking a half a pack of cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Bring them before her.
I need healing.
yours?
Blood and faith. Are you real? Can you hit me, Tom? Think my arm's broken. God damn whispers.
Incorruptible creatures, you dare to defy me? I'll kill you all.
That's weird. I just glitched into the stairs for a second. Very nice. Some of the bosses you'll fight, they won't have loot on their body because a chest will spawn instead. I kind of like that better.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. What's that?
I think that door is locked because, yeah, you can't open this door from this side because it's part of Spinal Clutch too. At the end, you fight a vampire dude.
All right. I think we're going to break for lunch.
Sounds good. I'll probably be on.
All right. Well, we'll be back in a bit.